It's another fun-filled morning here at Jason Carey Guitar, and we are just going to take it easy today with the guitar and with our guitars and see what happens today. My guess is it will be largely similar to what happened yesterday. We will experience an obscene amount of growth on our instruments, and we'll continue to get to know one another, get to know ourselves, get to know our guitars, and we'll continue to get to know each other through the live chat, the banging live chat. So we should start with tuning up. Good morning, Raul. Good morning. Good morning, Bernie. You're right up there. We're gonna have to get you guys a blue wrench. Go on, get. Go on, get. So let's go ahead and do. I don't know if you're good with. Let's see. Oh, looks like we're live right now, doesn't it? All right. Let's see if I can interest you in some morning ritual for guitar growth. Maybe we can do that a little bit today. Let's go ahead, and I know this is a tough thing to do, to see it lag a little bit when we first get started, but I want to be sure I get this correct, dialed in. So yeah, all right, how are you today? How are you? So let's go ahead and start by tuning up. I see we've got Mark in the house, we've got Mr. McWenna, we've got Mr. Scott Animate with his GM. Good morning. Hey, bang on that screen twice. Bang, bang. Give us a heart. And like the go ahead and like the stream. That's a big help for us to get started this morning. A little shot in the arm. Speaking of shot in the arm, I've got me hydro flask over here, and it's got a little bit of a burn in it this morning. So it's got some hot liquid going. It's not quite the green tea that I'm supposed to be getting. I'm shopping for a good green tea this weekend, though. I don't know if I can find a good quality. I probably will drink the green tea black. Maybe a little bit of honey in it, maybe. But I've heard honey stainless steel disturbs like some of the qualities of honey. Is that correct, Bernie? So I would have to alter my glass too, my drink cup. Zayan, good morning. Hey, let's go. Let's do it. Good morning. Glad you're here. Just getting getting all breathed up, and then getting all tuned up, and then this is just a really simple, super easy approach to the morning. Just getting the initial guitar mind stretched. Nothing too heavy. No heavy lifting. Unless you get me really excited and then we start ripping notes everywhere. But this is intended to be a morning ritual for guitar growth, not guitar showmanship. And if you're looking for that, you might be in the wrong place anyway. You know what I mean? It is fun to just kind of let the guitar rip and let it do its job once in a while. This morning and every other weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. though, for reals, I'm here with you. I'm here by my lonesome otherwise, but I'm here with you, and I know that you're here because unless you're a bunch of bots, Not likely, because I've spoken with you on some of the, over the phone and Zooms and that kind of stuff, so I'm confident some of you are who you say you are. But I certainly appreciate you being here with me this morning, and we're just getting ready. It sounds like I'm in tune. 𝗪𝗲𝗁, good morning. He is the first winner of the great Zoom guitar lesson giveaway, the 𝗪𝗲𝗿𝗃 episode giveaway. So congratulations to Kevin again. We'll be jumping on a Zoom session soon enough. I think this coming week on Monday, maybe, right after our morning ritual for guitar growth. So let's go ahead and start. I was considering starting. Oh, who else is here? Zayan. Yeah, let's go. So let's go ahead and get the third and fourth fingers working. And then what we'll do is I'll explain to you along the way, along the journey as we start working. Because this is a guitar growth program, and it's hard to achieve guitar growth if you're not doing the thing. So 1 E and a 2, you know what to do. And if you're just new here, we're starting on frets 10 and 12 with fingers 3 and 4, just getting a good quality stretch and realizing what we have for strength in our bodies by sitting up straight, in our lungs by breathing in heavy, filling up the lungs, your heart, and then your belly, and then breathing out fully. But we have the click that you hear, in case you want to know, is a metronome. And the metronome here, if we just let the metronome play, this would be worth the live stream, the 1 hour session. Just to listen to time go by in a metered format. I don't know about you, I spent a lot of time in music school, a lot of time just listening to the metronome at different tempos, at different tempo. So absorbing what it is to be in the 60 beats per minute time continuum. So here it is. And we're using 4 attacks per beat. So 1 E and a 2, 10 and 12, fingers 3 and 4. And then we descend a position and descend the pattern, descend a position, ascend a pattern. And it's so on and so forth. It's like this until we become John Petrucci, you know what I mean? Or Al Di Meola, or Matteo Mancuso. Keep getting younger and younger, don't they? Just keep getting, they crush it. But I'm really working, oh, don't forget, please, 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 don't forget the open position. All right, who else is here? We got Zayan. I think Zayan, maybe a new friend here. B-driven equipment is Bernie. Raul, Bernie get the first thumbs up. Chat works fine here. How the chat on the computer is up. Okay. This on my phone is a few seconds behind. Typically it will be like there's a little bit of lag from live to, probably 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 seconds. I think we examined that at one point, but I forget now. So fingers 2 and 3 on frets 10 and 12. 1 E and a 2, and you know what to do. Look at that, I just grabbed fret 10, just out of luck, just by luck. But eventually, as we go, the more we move our forearm, our large motor skill starts to remember the indexing of position. So for example, I might learn to remember exactly what my forearm feels like when I'm playing fingers 2 and 4 in fret on position number 5. That's of great value to an improvisational musician, one who improvises his or her way through the day. Or the session, you know what I mean, the session. We'll call it a date. A lot of us used to call those dates, you know. Oh yeah, I've got a date on, you know, Friday, Saturday. Oh, my dates are all booked up for... So to have a date is it's a really great thing to have. And have multiple dates. Woo, doggy. All right, I was going down the list of who all is here, and boy, do I get carried away. So fingers 1 and 2, 10 and 12, 𝗪𝗲 and a 𝗪𝗲 and a putting on my shoesies. If you're just popping in, stick around. You might like this. You might like it. Yes, you. Yeah, I know. How could I possibly know? Well, Uncle Jason knows things, so just stick around. I'm just going down the list now of who's here in the live chat with us. If you're here, go ahead and drop us a line in the live chat. Smash that like button and become a better human. You know, all at the same fell swoop. All in one fell swoop. Fingers 1 and 2 just doing their magic. They're working their magic. They're working all the way up the guitar neck. And sometimes it's worth being able to play as softly as you can. So that way you can really hear the metronome. And then when you wanted to grow and go somewhere with your music, you can. You've got all kinds of headroom here. Yeah. I feel like I could be playing with like James Hetfield on stage this morning, just... Heavy hitting. That Black album was just a perfect mix of popular consumption and like, I'm gonna just run straight through that brick wall, you know. just a great record. So who else is here? So we've got fingers 2 and 3. All right, let's stop fooling around. Time to get to work, friends. Please, let's go ahead and use fingers 2 and 4 on frets 9 and 12. If you're here with a guitar, even better. 1E and join us. 1E and 2, 9 and 12, fingers 2 and 4. Don't forget to breathe. Your breath is what gives you strength. It will fortify your back, and as soon as we stop thinking about our backs and our bellies, weakness will set in, and that will almost definitely affect our tone production. So, you know, we want to remain sympathetic to the chords and the voice of the universe and receptive, but at the same time, we don't want to be weak. So our kindness is not to be construed as weakness. Our sympathetic understanding of music as it comes to us in an improvisational state it's there by design. It's there for us to... Well, we learn how to speak our native tongue, our native language, to the point where we can easily improvise our way through almost any sort of like general or commoner's conversation. Anyway, right? Most of us. So we want to digest and absorb the guitar in a similar fashion. So that's what we're doing. 1E and a 2, fingers 1 and 3, frets 9 and 12. 1E and a 2C and a putting on my shoesies. See, I stopped breathing there for a moment, and I could feel my back just sort of start giving out on me. You know, it's very strong and it's there, and my diaphragm is tight and under control and dialing in my breath. Yeah. time, we remain soft and responsive, you know. We find all of that through breath. Especially if we are in a performance situation. If we're in a performance situation and we want to shine, breath is supremely important, right? Being able to play the thing and realize that, hey, I'm in control of my breath and I'm not panic breathing. That's step number one. That is step number one to world-class performance. That is step number one, breath. All right, so we've gotten through there. What are we doing next? Let's go ahead and see who all's here. So we've got Kevin here, Brother Haas is here. Yep, Mark, good morning. Whew. And then Zion, hey, let's go still. Oh man, I'm way behind again. Mike, good morning. Good morning, Justin Trudeau. Thanks, B, for that. Hey, Anthony's on. Anthony's here with us. Thank you very much. Good morning. And Jill is here with us. Good morning. All right. All right, let's go ahead. You got it. All right, who else is here? Elvira. Good morning, Elvira. Looks like fun. I'm getting my guitar. Do it. Yeah, of course it's fun. Yeah, it's guitar. I mean, oh my word. Yeah, do it. Scarlett's the reason why I get into music. Beautiful. Yes. I love Mixolydian. Fire on the Mountain. I love that kind of thing. Yeah, love it. Good morning, Justin. Good morning. Hey, I got your song. I haven't had a chance to get it in the ear cans yet, and I like to listen to it in the cans before I provide a response, but I'm going to provide a response. I think I have some listening sessions scheduled. Maybe I have some time for a listening session today. So I'm excited to hear it. So thank you for sharing that with me. Yeah. All right. Elvira, good morning again. Welcome back. Stick around and let's catch up. So this is happening every weekday morning, and let's go ahead and just do fingers 1 and 4. Let's stretch 1 and 4, shall we? We shall. 1 E and a 2, fret 7 and 12, and 1. Oh, let's put the metronome on 2 and 4. 3, 4, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a on the backbeat. 1 E and a 2 E and a, here we go. It's harder for me to do that, you know, cycle through ones, you know, 5s and 6s. Let's just put it back on top. But it's harder to cycle through 4s and 6s and 5s when you're playing the backbeat. So that's a really great thing to practice. This is wonderful. It's a wonderful burn. I'm going to do 2 more exercises with you, and we have 2 more to go, and then we are up for a great stretch. Okay, so here we go. 2 more. And these are Anthony's. So fingers, let's say 10, 11, and 12. 10, 12, and 14. Fingers 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2 and T and 4 and 1 and 2 and D and. Ooh, let's play the right frets, Jason. 2, 3, a 1 C and a 2 C and a 𝗪. A 1 C and a 2 C and a putting on my shoes. Super simple, but super stretchy. Love it. 𝗪𝗲 and a 𝗬𝗲. Okay, we're my t-shirt wearers. Ishmael, good morning. Good morning. Tenacious Thorn Leon, good morning. Good morning. Hey, Marco. Let's do it. Yeah, we're in the hot seat today, boys and girls. Whoa, this is not wanting to do what it's supposed to do for me this morning. So I'm going to do a little bit of contortion just so I can get the frets fretted cleanly. Oh no, here comes the 0 fret. Ah. I'm just thinking like that Alfred Hitchcock minor second. You know, knife scene, you know, knife silhouette through the shower curtain. Ah, it's terrifying, this lick, right? Ah. Anybody else feeling this? Because this is like knocking the heck out of my obviously my whole body. It's like, you know what? I just realized I'm not breathing. Strengthen the breath. Feed that tissue. Get rid of that extra stuff that doesn't need to be there. Woo! Dog. Oh, man. I don't know. Whew, that was a lot. I'm looking forward to a stretch. One more exercise, same thing. Fingers 1, 2, and 3. Let's see if we can jam these up. 1 E and 2 frets, 10, 12, and 14. All right, who's ready? I'm ready. 1 and a 2 and a T E and a O. 1 C and a 2 C and a you know what? 2 C. Here we go. Here we go. Nice and fluid, you know, just a nice fluid. This isn't like torrential spring rain, you know, the brooks are coming to life and wiping out concrete abutments. This is just super slow, flowing. Raul said it yesterday. He likes to listen to water running. So think of this as the cascade. Each note runs into clearly and cleanly into the next. I'm using 0, 2, 3 for the open position. Really got to get that angle situated for the lower positions of the guitar. So if you're a strap wearing guitar player, just be aware of that. As long as you're aware of it, you can just kind of duck and cover and get down in there and do your job, and then cleanly and expertly, and then just kind of come back to your, to your situation once you get into the clear. Once you find get your second wind here, you find your sprint lane, or you're on the straightaway around the Daytona, you're just pressing on the gas, you're in like 6th gear, you're at $180. Excuse me. Boy, that really choked me up in more ways than one. It really did a job on me. I don't know if I'll recover. All right, let's go ahead and get a good solid stretch in. We've got, you can pay extras. I'll keep the coughs in there for the view on demand. So the live streams, what happens here after each session, after each one of these live streams, these do, in fact, we've confirmed it, they go to the live tab on the channel here at Jason Carey Guitar on YouTube. And you can review some of these on demand if you would like. If there's something that you see, let's say 24 minutes in, then you can just make a note of it and go back and then look at it on demand. And we'll go ahead and keep the live chat intact so it feels like the live experience too, because some of these communications in the live chat kind of dovetail nicely with what's actually happening on set here. So let's go ahead and thank the metronome And while we stretch, we continue to stretch 60 beats per minute. We'll also thank the blue wrenches in the group, keeping the live chat light and lively. The great 𝗘𝗵𝗁 and the great Anthony Tortorello. We'll keep those people in our good graces, because like good sound men and women, they can make you sound really good or they can make you sound really bad. So let's go ahead and thank them and practice some gratitude there, because it's a really easy, simple thing to do. And if you're new here, thank you for being new here. Be sure to join the voice, the active voice in the live chat. So the live chat is where it's at. Great guitar players from all over the planet. So if you have questions that I might miss, I tend to miss a few things here and there because I'm focusing on getting us through a practice routine and maintaining that so that we can move forward. I'm here every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time, all through 2025, for the sake of humankind. I'd like to think that. Do you know what I mean? I'd like to think that, but I really am here for me, and I'm here for me. I'm serving the higher power through this. I think that's my intent anyway. And but I'm here for me. I really have some great goals, some lofty goals, and I set lofty goals because if I don't set the goals large enough and high enough, you know, sometimes people say you're setting yourself up for failure, but I believe if you don't think big enough, you sort of set yourself up for failure, you know? That's why a lot of businesses will fail, because they don't think big enough. But, you know, stay focused. That's what this is all about. So if you're a guitar player and you'd like to join us, you are more than welcome. It's free. There's no charge for this, absolutely whatsoever. The only thing that's billable is your seat time, right? And that's billable to yourself or to you and your God. And it's not coming back. So if it's not a good fit for you, you know, don't take the time. Spend it wisely somewhere else. But if it is for you, it's something that you want to do for whatever reason, whether you're a campfire or you're a concert performer, we all do this. We all play the guitar, we all warm up. And that's what this is about. So fingers 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 on frets 9, 10, 11, and 12, and I just modeled what we're doing. We'll go ahead and start that now. 4 attacks per beat. 1, 2, and a putting on my sushi. There we go. All right, let's check while I've got this on autopilot. Let's check a little bit on what's going on in the live chat here. I'm gonna play Sweetly for, oh, very cool. Feel free to email me or look at Dr. Leo's free plans. Oh man, yeah, getting those bees back in our yards, you know. Used to be part of the government plan to when we're at peacetime, we're all supposed to be farming chickens for ourselves. Boy, how the world has changed. All right, let's see. I'm posting a video to play TV that I can share of him playing. Who's playing? I missed something, I think. Guitar for Everyone, Raul is not done yet. Oh, very cool. I can't wait to hear it, man. I am so excited to hear new music, man. You have no idea. Are you cracking? Mystery Tramp? I guess. I don't really know what that means. I'm assuming that means something that, you know, is beyond my head here, so. But yeah, maybe, you know, why not? Cracking, cause I'm cracking. Wise cracking. Yellow Watermelon. After stretching, can you play Blue by 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪? Drago, good morning. Good morning. I think with a couple of posts and a GoFundMe, we could probably get him off the streets. the power of going viral. Thanks, guys. Welcome, Mark. Welcome, Yellow. Damn, I gotta do this little routine. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one, man. It's a mystery train. If you're a guitar player, and you know, it doesn't matter what the skill level is. That's all sort of ego. Do you know what I mean? I hike a lot with a friend of mine who's into mountain wellness, and we talk a lot about, you know, how difficult it is to dump the ego and leave it where it belongs. But I mean, sort of a little bit of it is healthy so that we know what we're capable of and what we can do, and that way we can communicate what we can do and share it with others, you know. So I think there's a little bit of self-awareness that we need that's healthy, but I don't know much about anything that's not guitar, so I've got to tell you, sticking with the guitar is pretty much what I'm going to do. I'm just going to try to make this all relational to guitar playing and guitar practitioners that might be here with us. The growing list of great guitar practitioners showing up for this live chat is impressive to me. It's really impressive to me because typically we'll do this kind of stuff on our own, in our own domicile, in our own bedroom, in our own, you know, privacy, in our own world, where we don't have, you know, the critical eye. So it's this is a new beginning, I think. This is a new beginning. It's a reset button for guitar, for music, I think, for me. It's not all about shine and gloss, although that's really cool because, you know, monkeys like shiny things. And but it is about creating something good for the self that you're called to do. 1 E and a 2. Same thing with fingers 1, 2, 3 and stretch 4. 1, 2, 3 and stretch 4. 1 E and a 2 and a T E and a 4 E and I got 3. I've got 1. I've got 2. I've got 3 chickens. Very good. Yeah, good idea. I forget what the how many chickens you need to feed a family, you know, daily. I don't think it's very many. You know, to get all of the eggs you need for your breakfast or your baking or whatever it is. I'm a wisecracking. No, he's not trying to eat his lips. That's funny. Solitary man. Good morning. Yes, Jason, good friend of mine who plays 23 instruments, is homeless at the moment. The video I posted is of him. I don't know much about homelessness, but I do know that I like to go sit with my brothers and sisters who are homeless sometimes and just be there and enjoy, you know, try to just enjoy what it is they might be enjoying. That's a tough case right there. It's a tough one, man. Hi, Rob Sterling. Good morning. I don't have no chickens. I don't got no chickens. A solitary man. I've played a little in life. Never a great campfire guitar guy, but have met some folks because of it. That's correct. You know, I've met a lot of great people because of it. A lot of bad people too. You know, the faces of guitar player kills me till this. Yeah, till this day, me included. I'm chickenless. Yep. 1 E and a 2. So fingers 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Kickstand time. Let's kick that first finger back a little bit. So frets 8, 10, 11, and 12. 1 E and a 2 E and a T E and a 4 E and And can you play me Venom295? Can you play me a G chord? That's literally it. Yeah, let's take a look at the G chord. What do you have for questions about the G chord? Three-legged chickens are good. You can't catch them. Oh, chicken picket. Good idea. Solitary, 𝗪𝗵𝗃𝗄𝗹, play guitar, good time. 𝗪𝗵𝗃𝗄𝗹, 𝗪𝗵𝗃𝗄𝗃, yeah, there it is. All right, here comes open position. I'll take first finger off. There we go. That was it. Now we're back on track to get back to position number 9-ish, where the place from whence we came. JB, I have 32 chickens to give, 24 eggs a day. Some are roosters. 32 chickens and 24 eggs a day. That's a pretty good rate, right? Very cool. Yeah. Didn't John Bonham was a farmer when he wasn't on tour with Led Zeppelin, right? He was like always riding around on his tractor or something, right? All right, so where are we at? We got all of the four-finger work done. Let's go ahead and stretch one more time, and we'll see if I can catch up with some of these comments. I think I'm nearing the bottom. All right, one click, so 16 clicks up, 16 clicks down, and everything on both arms. And we'll do a quick chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. One of those. Very good. All right, here we go. Mark's taking off. 1 and Z and a 2Z and a putting on my shoesies. Later, Mark. Oh, it's off to work I go. Boo-da-doop, boop, boop, boo-da-doop, boop, boop. Oh. Thanks for being here with us, Mark. I really appreciate it. And it's fun to have a great place to just practice your guitar, or sit back and relax for a few minutes, sip on the bean, which I'm going to do in a second, or sip on the tea or your morning beverage of choice. Hopefully it's a soft drink. Okay. Number 9. How about all these vacant buildings and homeless people doesn't add up? Yeah, tell me about it. Hey, did you hear the song I wrote about homelessness? I wrote a song about homelessness in my hometown. And it's a really good one, and it got quite a bit of traction back in the day. It could use to be recirculated. It's Jason J. Carey, Rebirth, R-E-B-I-R-T-H, Rebirth. It was a 2013 release, and it's called Let me play a little bit of it for you, because it's a fun song. And we start by approaching the Lord. Oh Lord, won't you guide me, right? It's Jason J. I'm on Apple Music, and I'm just typing in the word Jason J. Carey Rebirth. And it's called Invite Some Friends. And if you hear it, this will definitely invite some friends. This is all picked on, this is picked on a Nashville tuned guitar, a Nashville tuned Taylor. So it's a 12 string with all the low octaves ripped off. That was a really fun song to write. You know, we were going through a lot of community building at that time, and yeah, here we go. Let's just get that back down on the floor where it belongs. We were going through a lot of community development at the time. Brought an entire downtown back. Yeah, yep. I'm proud to say it was in shambles, and we did it. Nobody else around. I'm looking over here, looking over there, and nobody to find. But yep, one guy, and anyway, good things to do. There's no shortage of stuff to do. I'm telling you what, I've never been bored a day in my life, so that's good news for me, I guess, right? 1 E and a 2. Let's go ahead and use this 1, 2, 3, 4 diagonal pattern, just because I want to get over the string set and get that, you know, that picking hand worked over a little bit, and then the fret hand using this diagonal shape, and then this diagonal shape. So I basically invert it and then descend, and then invert it again, descend, invert it. All right, but it's going to look like a lot like this. 1 E and a 2 E and a, you know what to do. I'm going to take a look at letting each first note ring. Doesn't that tighten the muscles in my legs? So I've got to work to counter that. 4 middle string, same thing. Yeah, you spend a lot of time doing the charitable work. You start to recognize what's going on. I didn't know, I had no idea about this, but there are like literally circuits here in America where if you're homeless, because we've actually had homeless shelters or warming centers in our buildings, and if they're not run correctly, you can create more problems than there were before, and they elevate quickly. So just keep that in mind if you're going to, you know, it's a hard business to get involved with, but you realize quickly that what happens is there's a circuit of us. You know, I'm going to include me in this game because just because I have a home now doesn't mean I won't have a home, 5 years from now. I could be in the same boat, I could be in the same place. So I'm going to include myself in that discussion. So we, the homeless, right? And it's, whether you think it's asinine or not, that's literally what's happening. So you don't wake up one morning and say, hey, I think I'm going to be homeless today. I mean, I do. I'll go out for weeks at a time and be literally homeless and just have the time of my life. But I think it has to do with perspective. And but there's a circuit. So if you're in it, I didn't realize this. But when you're homeless for a little while, you start to know where you can go and where you can't go, where you can stay overnight, where you can't. You can stay for so many days and then you get shuffled off. And so there's a circuit nationally where where the safe cities are, where you can go and kind of like hang out here and get services, So it's really interesting because what you think is happening might not really be what's happening. So, there's a large system already in place. So check that out. Check out Invite Some Friends and let me know what you think about that song. Jason J. Carey, anywhere you listen to music, Amazon, Tidal, Google Play, YouTube Music, Amazon Music, Apple Music. So Jason J. Carey Rebirth album. It's a song called Invite Some Friends. I'm really interested to know what you think about it. And if you'd help me share it, that's great too. Maybe we can use it to help raise some awareness because that's what it did then. And it can do it again. It's a timeless song, a timeless message. All right, so I'm working on patterns. We started patternizing fingers 2 and 4 yesterday, so we'll go ahead and start patternizing the minor pentatonic shape today because it's familiar. We know the shape. We'll start it today, right now, without pattern, and then we'll go and come back to our basic pattern, and then we'll go and come back to a variation of that pattern. Let's try that. What do you guys feel up for it? So it's 1-4, 1-3, 1-3, 1-3, 1-4, 1-4. Starting from the E string, you can play it. It's these fingers. 1-4, 1-3, 1-3, 1-3, 1-4, 1-4, and then backwards 4-1, 4-1, 3-1, 3-1, 3-1, 4-1. I wish you all the best with your friend, and we'll definitely add people in that situation to our prayer list. I don't know if that's worth anything to you or not, but I know it's worth something to me deeply. So wherever we can engage, whenever, whatever we have for energy, the world is always willing to accept that service. Right? So thanks for sharing that with us. All right. Here we go, fret 9. 1 and a 2 E and a T E and a 4 E and a. I've been riding that circuit my whole life. I'm a hobo, train hopping. Yeah, I mean, people write songs about it. People live their best lives that way, I don't know. I don't really know. I don't pretend to know any answers. I don't have any answers. I don't have any solutions. I just know. I know that there's some guitar to be played, and that's what I know right now. And then maybe one day, if I play the guitar hard enough or just right, I will be able to contribute to solving something of a larger problem for the world at large. Maybe, maybe. Maybe I watched too much Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, as a child. But, I believe that. Why else would we have music? Why else would God have created music? Good. Here's the pattern. So what is the pattern? I'm going up 4 notes and then back to the 1 note, the 2nd tone in the scale. 3, 4, and then back to the flat 3, then back to the 4, back to the 5, back to the flat 7. So what I'll try to do, I'll play it slowly and I will go ahead and exemplify each scale tone as it ascends. In all of the patterns after it, I'll go ahead and just kind of play those dynamically very soft so that you can distinguish between the notes, the scale rising, and the notes patternized off of each note ascending through the scale. So that's the effect that we get. Then we'll descend 1 position and descend the pattern. I'm thinking this pattern happens, and you know what this pattern happens? Like the first time I really became, I became like sort of like addicted, not physically or whatever, clinically addicted, but I really wanted to get after that pattern. It was the diminished sequence descending in Eugene's trick bag at the end of Crossroads. I really wanted to get after that, man, and I got it. I got into Berkeley with that audition. You know, it was early. It was right. It was early. So 1 E and 2 E and I don't share that story every day. And then throw in all the junk strings too while you're at it. You know, if you can't use all the ingredients in the 𝗬𝗁𝗲, I don't know what you're doing. Still breathing, you know, still working on the breath. And then just breath is super important, you know. Strong back, weak mind, all of the fixings for becoming a great guitar player, you know. These multiply benefits, you know. You know, how about 5s? That gives us a different pattern, so let's go stick with binary form here. Hey, Jill, have a good morning. Tell your work fam we all said hello. Oh, you gotta have the cilantro on there. Cilantro, yeah. Now I'm just giving it a good run just to be sure I can smoothly play it up and down the neck. With upstrokes. Lady Myrna, good morning. Well, how are you today? Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and start maybe winding it down a little bit, because this morning ritual is now coming to a conclusion. But I never fear, I want you to know that I'm here every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time for the entire year of 2025. I know, crazy stuff. And it's free. So if you would like to bring your guitar along, if you're a guitar practitioner and you want to just kind of make some new friends, you know, help build your brand or whatever it is you're doing, you're more than welcome to be here with us in the live chat. So thank you very much for being here with us today. And thank you for having your voice being, you know, for sharing your time with us today. So if you're here, before you jump, why don't you go ahead and give us a like, share, and a subscribe, and smash that like button, and just rest assured that we will be here again with you. Oh, see, I see Kevin Haas coming up here, and that's the end of the day right there. He's signaling, have a great day, everybody. Enjoy your family. Until tomorrow, we'll see you guys again at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Super important, family. If you got it, let's work on appreciating it. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow morning at 7:30. Hey, Vincenzo Renda, please play Hotel California. I did a couple videos on my channel, so search Jason Carey Guitar right here on YouTube, my channel, at Jason Carey Guitar and Hotel California. I did a few of those sessions. You might like some of those. Look at the one where I'm, you know, pointing at the guitar neck. You'll like that one, I think. Let me know what you think. If you go check it out, leave a comment and let me know what you think. If I completely got it wrong, or if I did it okay, and if I should do other ones, please let me know. That will help inform the channel. Okay. All right, you send to Germany. Da, da, da. my friend. Peace and love. Mystery Train, thanks for being here with us. And appreciate it. And be sure to try to do good things today. I know you do good things every day. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time or Eastern Time. And until we meet again, I guess. Yeah, that's how it goes. Happy picking, friends. Guitar friends, fretboard family. Hasta luego. Tropic of Neptune. Oh, come back tomorrow. We'll see you then.